What's going on, people? Lateness is greatness and all of that. I know, I know. Long overdue and all of that shit. Had a pizza. Took a lot longer than I should have done. It is what it is. A bit like Spursy. We draw to Wolves. We draw to Brentford. I actually wasn't looking forward to this game, to be honest. Like, I had a few bevies earlier. Had something to eat. And here we are. Just chilling, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? A lot later in the evening, so I'm not going to be as loud as I was earlier, but still, it is what it is. Just like in the title, man like Giorgio Chiellini said, the Tottenham is the history of the Tottenham. Never forget. I don't give a flying fuck if you won that Europa League. Worst Europa League ever, by the way. Period. You came up and beat the worst Man United side in history to win that fucking thing. It is what it is. You won it. But look, Wigan won the FA Cup and went down. You might be one of the very few teams that win the Europa League and then get relegated like the following season. I swear, bro. I swear. No danger of them winning the Champions League because, trust me, you got Real Madrid, you got Bayern Munich, even Barca, although they can't defend and all of that. And their form is looking mad iffy. A bit like ours. Apart from today. Do you know what I'm saying? Big up to those that will be watching this at some point. You know what I mean? It is what it is. It's probably the first time. No, actually, correction. It is the first time that I put my wash on before I've actually done my stream. Usually it's the other way around. To be honest, I'd prefer it, but the only difference is the next match reaction will not be as late, even if it's like an 8 o'clock kickoff, basically, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? Big up AFC 87 as always. I know you were in the chat. Obviously delayed it too much, but yeah, like as you enter and sub, best believe. Easy. It ain't easy. Like a Sunday morning. Yeah. Best believe that. Do you know what I'm saying? Back once again for the Renegade Master. Make sure you like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell because you never ever know on that super duper Jamaican dime. Like super duper Mick is late to the party when it comes to needing to deliver, bro. Because he knows, bro. He knows. Big up to the 2 live viewers, by the way. I wasn't expecting any viewers, at least for the next maybe sort of like 15 minutes, give or take, but appreciate it nonetheless. My timing is horrific, but celebrating a little bit too hard on my ones. It is what it is, people. It is what it is. Sometimes you've got to have the odd drink here and there. I'm not a regular drinker, as you know. I am on the juice and water. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, I'm not going to shortchange you guys. I'm not in a rush. After this stream, I will be going to bed because I do have to be up in the morning. But thankfully, I am more prepared for tomorrow. Fresh start to the week, straight back into work and all of that. So got a few things need sorting out at home big time. But yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. How are you guys feeling about the ass now today? Because I feel fucking great. First half was not good. Trossard worst player on the pitch. If you saw me and you're watching this live from Northside stream, even from Gun stream, big up to every single one of you. Big up to the people that will be seeing this on playback. Most of you will be seeing this on playback, understandably, because originally it was meant to be, what was it, like 10? Delayed it to 11, and now it's fucking 10 to 1 in the morning. My time, anyway, UK time. So it is what it is. It is what it fucking is. The truth be told, there's a method to my madness. In a weird way, just a little bit, just a teeny bit, like Super Duper Mikel Arteta, Mikel Houdini, more like, back once again for the Renegade Master. That's 8 goals, 8-2 on aggregate, 8-2 against top Spurs, bruv, this season. Wow, against 2 managers. The truth of the matter is, we weren't great today. Yes, we were better in the second half. Yes, Spurs should have scored their goal disallowed or whatever. But at the same time, that ref was shit across the board. We know the quality of refs in this league and in the world, but especially in this fucking league, in this country. They are so fucking shit. So if you lose a game, more often than not, you deserve it. Especially if it's by 2 or more goals. Let's be honest. We should have lost to Brentford, but they weren't clinical enough. And Wolves, we deserved not to win, basically. We deserved to draw that game. And in the end, they probably should have won it. But again, they're Wolves. They're shit. But with better quality, they would have won, like Brentford. It is what it is, people. It is what it fucking is. It was just Spurs. Let's be real. I doubt any competent team would lose that battle. Well, we'll see. We'll see. We got Chelsea coming up, and Chelsea drew to Burnley at home. Last minute winner. Stephen Bartlett FC, Diary of a CEO Merchant and all of that. How's that going? Fucking hell, bruv. And we better beat the fucking Chelsea as well. They better be up for that fucking game. Best believe that. I don't want to hear or see no bullshit about, it's going to be a super tough game. We're going to have to shut up shop a little bit, play like we did in the second. Nah. We drew to them when we should have won in the away leg. Let's fucking smash them to pieces at home. Why not get a 3-0, bruv? We got 4-1 tonight. Why not get 3-0? Why not get 3-0, bruv? I know it sounds a bit shameless, but fuck it. It is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, I really don't understand why we just can't play like how we did, especially in this second half, similar to when we played Villa in the second half. Do you know what I mean? Sunderland in the second half, Leeds in the second half, and towards the end of the first half. Why can't we play like 90-minute performances? Why can't we put in 90-minute performances? We treat every game, like I said on Northside channel, big up to him, by the way, for having me on back once again for the Renegade Master and all that. If we treat every game like a cup final, we'll not only win the league, we'll win the League Cup. We'll probably win the FA Cup as well, because really and truly it is our trophy, especially once we get to the latter stages. We have heritage. And although there is a slim chance of us winning the Champions League, and heritage is not on our side compared to a certain Real Madrid, like I believe that's who you support, Baron. Big up to yourself. It's not looking likely, and I hear it. Heritage does play a factor. We get to the quarterfinals of the FA Cup, so we beat Mansfield. I think we play them like in a month's time or so, just over a month's time, something like that. We beat Mansfield. We're in the quarterfinals, I believe. Once we're in the quarterfinals, we'll be one of the favourites to win it. I wouldn't say the favourites, but we're one of the favourites to win it, along with Man City, because Man City will be there. Liverpool are still in it. They'll probably be there. And yeah, because I think City play Newcastle in the 5th round. I believe City will beat them again. But it wouldn't surprise me if Newcastle got through. It is what it is. You got to do what you got to do. But yeah, on to the other players, because usually for the longest I haven't spoken about individual player performances. But you know what I'm like. Start with the negatives, end on the positives. So Declan Rice, another one. What the fuck are you doing? You're not Iniesta. You're not Sergio Busquets. You're not Vitinha or even Pedri in this day and age. Just fucking clear the cunt. Don't be doing the La Croqueta and all that shit, thinking you're the silky ass baller that you're being propped up to be. I told you lot that he's a number 4. He's a Roy Keane, Patrick Vieira on a defensive tip. I know Patrick Vieira was a lot more than just an out and out DM, but you get where I'm coming from, people. Paddy V, my guy, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? But I digress on that point. Old fashioned, old school number 4, defensive mid, DM, ball winner. Gets the ball back, which he does brilliantly, plus the set pieces, which is a bonus, more specifically when it comes to crossing. And gets the job done. He gets the job done, passes it off to Zubimendi. To be honest, really and truly, if Arteta switches Declan Rice and Zubimendi's role round, but instead of Declan Rice playing the number 6, he plays a number 4. So if he has like a 4-3-3 holding and he puts Declan Rice just sitting there, you have Zubimendi on the right hand side of centre mid, and then Ebriezer on the opposite side. Certain games you could play Odegaard. I would play him against Mansfield. In any of the big games, important games, he can keep his ass on the bench. He needs to be sold. I know he got an assist tonight. So did Bukayo Saka, I believe, got 1. But it doesn't change the fact that they were both, more so Saka, like, yeah, obviously, you know, started well, but then he just faded, absolutely faded, and not in a good way, bruv. It's like he's done, bruv. The legs are gone, mentally shot to pieces. This man has just killed him, bruv. And that's what's guaning. That's exactly what's guaning. Right here, right now, Fatboy Slim settings, Bukayo Saka cannot do it out wide. It was the adrenaline rush that kicked him, bruv. That's what it really was. And to be honest, like, I like the guy. I rate the guy, but he's not what everyone thinks he is. And he's definitely not worth 300k a week. That boy needs to be rested. To be honest, ultimately, truth be told, I don't even want him going to the World Cup. I want his ass rested. I don't want him to do no activities for a month. Just rest, recover, and prepare for next season. Because he's gonna struggle big time next season. So is Declan Rice as well. Timber, you could already see him breaking down. He was shocking, and he's been poor for the last month or so. But let's be real, people. Let's be fucking real. Let's keep it all the way James Brown. Ain't it funky in this bitch right here, right now, Fatball Slim things. You know what I'm saying, yeah? This is what we're dealing with. Players being run into the ground. Yes, we got the win, an emphatic win at the end. Much better in the second half, but we've seen this before. We've seen this before, people. We'll probably get over the line against Chelsea. I'm more confident now than I was earlier. But again, this manager needs to understand real quick to play to these players' strengths, to rest these players. To be honest, from now till the end of the season, I don't want these players to do any running. Shooting drills, passing drills, do a little bit of defensive shape that requires minimal to no running. Not even really jogging, just walking pace. Do you know what I'm saying? Keeping the defensive line, you know, setting up for defending set pieces, basically. That's it. No more gym work, no more running. Save that for the games, bruv. And if it is true that we're not training, we've barely trained, as in we're barely running, all right, mate. I'll believe that when I see it, because what I'm seeing, the players are still doing too much on that training field. They look fucking shattered, bruv. Now, they're not doing as much running as before, but the reason why, Arteta, you're not doing that is because we'd have no one available, bruv. No one available. And you've had to listen to certain members of the medical staff. Whereas, like, if you keep playing these players through injury, blah, 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 which he's still kind of doing, we're not going to be able to finish the season. We'll have to forfeit certain games. Do you know what I'm saying? It's that you shouldn't have to be told that, even if you've never managed before. That's schoolboy. That's Sunday league shit. You know, where you have to get man that are watching the game, give them a spare kit, boots, and all of that. Bring them on with after 20 minutes or some shit because you don't have any more subs left or you're struggling for numbers and that. Do you know what I'm saying? You need to find someone that could play a specific position in that. Maybe not 20 minutes. I'd say more like after the hour mark, give or take. So it is what it is, man. You know, Raya, that first goal, poor. I know it was Declan Rice's fault, but you got to be doing better with that. You'd be actually better off to try and save it with your feet, to be honest, because you were never getting to that. I know it was hit with a bit of power, but come on, man. Come on. It's just basics of goalkeeping, man. But like I've been saying, bruv, great number 2. He's not a great number 1. Definitely not elite level. And in this day and age, he's too short. He's too short. See, back in the day, you could be 6 foot. As long as if you're a great goalkeeper, you're a great goalkeeper. But he lacks fundamentals in this modern era. Like in this modern era, because the bar is a lot lower, you have to be bare minimum 6'2". And even then, you got to be a proper good 6'2" keeper, like Dean Henderson. And I'm not even saying Dean Henderson's all that, but he's got the fundamentals. He's a good keeper. But you're looking at like Donnarumma's, Neuer's, even though he's pretty much at the end, he's that close. He had a howler against us, but, you know, it is what it is. Oblak 6'2", but again, he's exceptional. You got Courtois 6'6". You know what I'm saying? That's what we're dealing with. That is exactly what we're dealing with. Like Alisson's like 6'3", but again, he's class. So for me, it's about mentality. Fine margins, guys. You must believe. Do you know what I'm saying? And these players need to start believing. I've said this before and I'll keep saying this. Fuck what the manager says when you get the ball. When you get the ball, do what you know you can do. Do it well to the best of your fucking ability. Because we'll beat anyone, even at 50% as a team. Because we can do the 1-2 touch and all of that. Play with a bit more freedom going forward. Yeah, we'll concede the odd goal here and there, but we know we can score more goals. Play to our strengths. Supply that striker. I'll get to Glock shortly, yeah? Zubamendi. Zubamendi. As man like Keown calls him. Book-selling merchant. Serial book-selling merchant. Now, I know there's a lot of people selling books, but like, in terms of retired ex-pros, he's got to be the worst ones. But I'll leave that alone for today. I'm not going to get into that. But anyway, I didn't notice him the whole game. And you know what that means? That means he had a good performance, because we said the same shit about Granit Xhaka. If you didn't notice him, you knew he had a good performance. You knew he done what he needed to do, bruv. Because Granit Xhaka couldn't play in the pivot, facing his own goal, calamity. just like Zubimendi. He was receiving the ball deep in our own half in the first half too much. Second half, he was a bit further forward. Why not starting at that point? He was a lot better, but still didn't notice him, even more so in the second half than the first, which means he had a good game. More of that, please, and get the odd goals here and there that you've been getting. Want to see another one at Chelsea because you scored one in the League Cup away from home, first leg. I want to see one as well. If anywhere near the quality of the one you scored against Sunderland, that would be very much appreciated. Very much appreciated, but fair play. Eberiche Eze. One of the best players on the pitch. You should not have been subbed off for nicking the living guard, bruv, even though he got one assist. But again, we're not going to praise someone who's earning 240k a week to put a ball through to Gyökeres for his second goal, a pass that I could have made. 2 shot knees, mad inconsistent, more than Martin Odegaard and the rest of them fuckers, actually. But still, it is what it is. Could have been the first player to score a hat-trick back-to-back in the North London derby. Now, that would have been special. Oh, I say that's a bit special. If you know, you know, people. Do you know what I'm saying? First half, didn't really notice you. You weren't in the game. A few touches here and there, but nowhere near enough. Second half, you came alive, especially after the goal. It really and truly, it was after the goal, later on in the first half, 10 minutes, or I say more so 15 odd minutes before the end of the first half. That's when you up the levels. But to tell you the truth, it shouldn't take you a goal and or an assist, Eze, to kick your ass into gear. Minute 1. Because you actually not only started better, but played better against Spurs first time around when we were coming up against Thomas the Frank engine. Choo-choo, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? Losing sauce. Best believe that. Do you know what I'm saying? Crying at me and I'm not hearing it. Best believe that. Do you know what I'm saying? Dry your eyes, mate. Yeah. Abby Summers and all of that. AJ Tracy, chicken on a basket. Ball FC, bruv. En La Basura. Get in the fucking bin, you fucking cunts. That's what I'm talking about. Do you know what I'm saying? Boom. Oh, fucking hell. Fucking hell. But yeah. On to the next position. I already mentioned Trossard, so I'm not really doing this in any particular order, but Bukayo Saka. Yeah. He should never have lasted that long. Trossard was worse, but yeah. Martinelli and Jesus should have come on for you, to be honest. By the way, they came on for you a lot later on when you were down, clutching your leg and all of that. Not too far above your foot, to be honest. So it wasn't close to the knee, it was more close to the foot. It is what it is, but no training for you. You just need to be rested for the whole week. And to be honest, the likes of Bukayo Saka, Timber, Declan Rice, etc., I'll say this. I'm damn near that confident that I'll put my life on it that these players are doing minimal to no training between games. Definitely if there's midweek games, but even like we've got no game until Chelsea next week. So yeah, it's one of them ones where it's just like well, they just need to be rested. And they are getting rested. But again, it's too little too late. You should have been rotating, regenerating, revitalizing, recouping their energy. Their energy, be the light bulb, guys. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't happen just like that. You got to think about it. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what you've got to do, people. You can't just sit and hope that things are going to happen, especially for yourself. I don't hope for myself. That's for damn sure. But hey, God damn, I'm thirsty. Jesus Christ. But anyway, if only my thirst was the same level as the guys' hunger for success. Do you know what I'm saying? Not just beating a Tottenham, not just beating a Chelsea over 2 legs, not just beating a Leeds United where we have their number, Sunderland for revenge, Aston Villa for revenge. But the truth of the matter is, if Watkins had his shooting boots on and Onana wasn't injured or didn't get injured in that game, we would have lost that game. Best believe that. Best believe that. You know what I mean? So I'm not holding my breath, but the truth of the matter is that for me, we done what we needed to do. Now, last but certainly not least, when it comes to the starters anyway, man like Victor Gyökeres, feed the Glock, supply the Glock, in other words, and he will score, bro. Best believe that. Do you know what I'm saying? We know he's not a technically gifted footballer, nowhere near. He lacks a lot of skills, but he doesn't lack finishing. And his all-round game, I was most impressed with. Not even the 2 goals in a big game. Do you know what I mean? Well, that kind of breaks the whole newly promoted, he only scores against and all of that in the league. But look, it is what it is. It is what it is, right? But this was his best performance by far. 90 minutes as well. Played the whole game. And about fucking time. I want the same against Chelsea next week. Arteta. No more Lego head. Back to life, back to reality. Reverting back to type. None of that bullshit. No. He has to start. Same with Ebery Eze. They both need to start. Best believe that. Back once again for the Renegade Master, of course, man. Of course. But you know who I'd also start? First sub of the day, bro. Mosquera. I tell you what, if it wasn't for Gyökeres and Nkapie as well, let's rewind. Nkapie, I completely forgot. He was brilliant today. Yeah, he got skinned once, but for the most part, attack and defense, he was superb. Done what needed to be done, and he was the best out of all the defense. Far superior to Timber today. Better than Gabriel, definitely better than Saliba, because they've been looking shaky, bruv. I'm not going to lie, they've been looking mad shaky. It is what it is. But yeah, Nkapie, great performance. Back once again, right here, right now, onto Mosquera. If it wasn't for Nkapie and Victor Gyökeres, you would have been my man of the match, because he came on after like the 50-odd minute mark, clearly an injury. You know, Timber's not been right for the longest, and he's been shit for a month. Again, because he's not fit. Hasn't been fit. And yeah. Don't think he put a foot wrong as well. But we've seen this before against Liverpool. The only difference is we've won. And we've won at a canter in the end. But we need to have this same mindset, this same attitude in every single game, bro. Not just against Spurs, home or away, not just against Chelsea. not just against Villa for revenge, not against Sunderland at home for revenge, not against Leeds, teams we know we can beat when it really matters. We've already played United twice. We won one, we lost one. It is what it is. Liverpool, we should have beaten. At home, we didn't. We've got games coming up, even after Chelsea, where we'll be facing relegation for the teams, but they'll be fighting for their lives in it. And we'll be coming up against low blocks. And this manager needs to realise that we've got to not throw the kitchen sink at it from the start, but we need to fucking go for it. Play to these players' strengths. You know what I'm saying? Rather than going through the same shit. Like Martinelli came on, he's just not it, bruv. Not good enough. And he should have played. He should have put Martinelli on the right, and brought Jesus on the left, instead of bringing on Nick and the Living God, who, other than one assist, did nothing. Madueke came on the 90th minute mark, did nada at all, even less. So it is what it is, man. Like, what can you do at this point? What can you actually do? Like, for me, it's just a case of we need to keep this mentality in terms of the way that we played in the second half tonight, when we didn't have it all our own way. Yeah, we got a little bit of rub of the green. You need that in football, creating our own luck, whatever. That's life, yeah. But at the same time, we need 90-minute performances. I have yet to see a 90-minute performance this season. Maybe it's time to bring it home. Ironically, against the Chelsea. And I would love nothing more, nothing fucking more than to beat them lot. I live in an area where it's Chelsea. It's not in Chelsea, but where I live, there's a lot of Chelsea fans. Let's just put it that way. I'm cool with a few of them. But yeah, mate, it's next week's going to be a little bit... it's going to be a little bit mad, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Just say it, bro. But I'm looking forward to it a bit more. As long as we're rested, I don't want to see the players training at all this week. Outside of shooting drills, passing drills. No running, no jogging. Walking, and that's it. If that. For those that are struggling to walk, no walking. For those that are struggling to jog and run, just walk, but not too far. Do you know what I'm saying? Medical staff need to be working overtime, which is a shame because they shouldn't have to be. But in order to win this league, they're going to have to, innit? Arteta making it more difficult, not just for himself, but for everyone else as well. Tomato, potato, either way. Like, so it's hella annoying, frustrating, but what can you do in it? What can you do? What can you fucking do? The thing is, I just want this team to win. It was such a great feeling. 4 goals. Almost like, but even better in a way, how we got to the League Cup final against Chelsea and Havertz scored that goal right at the end, in similar fashion to when he scored that winning goal for Chelsea in the Champions League final when they won it twice. And he won't be back for another few weeks. Knowing this manager, it'll be a week. Because he definitely... well, he didn't rush Odegaard back because I don't believe he's injured, but taking him out of the firing line, you realising that you can't rely on him. Well, we told you that, Mikel. We told you that, Arteta, that you can't rely on your favourite son, or one of your favourite sons. Havertz is injured. Marino's out for the rest of the season. He's not coming back. He's not coming back. Best believe. Injury crisis, guys. Do you know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, man. I know it seems like I'm doing the whole shameless with the shades on and all of that, but fuck it, who cares, innit? Nothing can be more shameless than JT with his kit on underneath watching the Champions League final in 2012. But I mean, no. He shouldn't have got sent off in the first place, but it couldn't have happened to a nicer guy. It is what it is, people. It is what the fuck it is. That's what I'm talking about. And seeing as I've got to be up in the morning, I will basically leave it here. Apologies, my bad, because over here, accountability is the best ability. The Chelsea stream will not only be earlier, but it will be longer, much, much longer. I'll see if I could get some guests up there for the match reaction. I'll speak to Gianni. I'll speak to a few others as well. See if Kyle Walsh is about. Big up. I was on Gianni's stream with him as well the other night. It's a great stream as well. Check it out. Gianni Cow Show. Or Gianni Talks Cow Show TV, rather. Big up to him. Each and every single time, my G. And there's many others as well. I was going to say Aaron, but I think Aaron will be at the game because it's a home game. And even if it was an away game, it's Aaron could still get to that pretty sharpish as well. It's not too far of a drive for him, seeing as we're both in London. So yeah, we'll see, innit? We will fucking see. Definitely going to be a bit more proactive with this team. Got the link on my Insta now as well, so we'll take you there. I need to organise my dashboard a little bit more, so my link shows up a bit better. I've got it in the description for a couple of videos that I've got, but I'm not that technological. I only know how to do the very basics, but I'm great at researching shit in it. It's the creativity. Not really an engineer, so to speak. More of like a technological instrumentalist, pushing buttons here and there, so to speak. What I do well. I do it well enough. Small channel, but it will grow. Just need to be more consistent. Just like this team needs to be more consistent in getting the results, but we need the performances now. And that's where I will officially rather end this. So hope you enjoyed. Leave any comments below. Make sure you like and subscribe, hit the notification bell so you never ever miss when I go live and direct and in full effect, or when I upload the next video. I will do a preview for the Chelsea game. I'll probably do that Friday night before the call-in show for Aaron's show, if he's doing it on a Friday. If he's doing it on a Saturday, I'll probably do the preview on the Saturday afternoon. So look forward to that. Check out my previous videos as well, especially when it comes to the Six Nations and that. Bumley House Borthwick needs to fuck off big time. I saw a short of James Haskell because, you know, he does the good, the bad and the rugby gig. with Tins, Mike Tyndall and that. Alex Payne as the host. Haskell was talking a load of Billy Bollocks. You know, I know I'm paraphrasing here, but I don't understand why, the fans are leaving like 15 minutes to go because they've had a fucking enough cunt. It's called accountability, bruv. It's called this is unacceptable. This is England, bruv. Now, I'm not talking about the TV show. I'm talking about Rugby Football Union, English rugby heritage, bruv. We were world champions, 20 odd years ago. Sir Clive Woodward set the fucking standards. Now they're in the fucking gutter because too many people, although some of them are starting to wake up now, go figure, that Steve Bummy-ass Borthwick, Scrubgate merged with Lego Head, a hint of Lego Head, but more so Scrubgate, is not the one, is not the answer. Like I mentioned earlier, George Ford, Tom Curry, they're done at this level. It took him way too long to get rid of Owen Farrell. That semi-final against South Africa masked a lot of deficiencies. What that really showed me is that the players are good enough to get to the next level, to reach World Cup finals. And we've done it before with teams where we shouldn't have. The 07 final was a mix and match of certain players that made the Rugby World Cup final in the previous tournament, and then other players that were on form, up and coming here and there, etc. Paul Saki and them man there. But this crop of players, they're talented, but they need guidance. They need freedom with the ball because defensively, we're stinking it out, far too pragmatic, far too rigid, and it's not good enough. We're not Ireland, and even Ireland's defence have been shaky. Like Italy, Italy should have got a point out of them. That's for damn sure. That's for fucking damn sure. Best believe that. And we play them next in Rome. I look to see if I could do a stream with Gianni. We'll talk about, Napoli, bit of Arsenal, but also have his thoughts, even if it's brief, about the Italy-England game that's on the 7th. I believe that's on a Saturday as well, Saturday afternoon. Usually, no, actually, it might be the Sunday. Hang on. Let me just double check that. Shit. Yeah, because France beat Italy today, 33-8. And it just goes to show how much Italy have improved. This French team that are on fire, not getting battered by them. Yeah. So it's the last game of the weekend, round 4. So Ireland are playing Wales Friday night, 8:10 kickoff. Scotland are playing France on the Saturday. That's the 7th. The Friday's the 6th. Scotland, France kickoff at 2:10 on Saturday, and then it's 4:40 kickoff in the afternoon. Italia against England, bruv. And then the final round, all the games are on the same day, like they have been for a while, to be fair. We face France, last game. That will be the Grand Slam decider. France will win that. Wales face Italy in Wales in the Millennium. I don't care if it's called the Principality. We're not hearing that shit about, it's the Alliance. No, get fucked. Get fucked. Really and truly, France should be winning this Championship like they did last season. They will. They just need to beat Scotland away from home. That will be a tough game for them. But I believe France will do it. They'll just edge it out. It will be quite tight, but it will be free flowing as well. It will be free flowing rugby from both sides. They'll play the way that they both play. That'll probably be a great game to watch. And then England France or France England, either way. That'll be a great game for a neutral because France will just tear us a new one. But if you're an England fan, you're not going to look forward to that one at all. Is what it fucking is. Yeah. And that's all she wrote. Stay safe. Stay true to yourself. I'm sure you guys had a great weekend. And if not, heads up onto the next. On a serious tip, do you know what I'm saying? It will get worse before it gets better. I'm trusting my process, and that's the only process I'm trusting. Best believe that. Because being authentic is what matters. That's what I'm doing on here, right now, Fat Boy Slim Sayings. Do you know what I'm saying? Stay true, be safe, all the best. And I will see you on Saturday, pretty much. Might do a video before that, but expect me on Saturday. Best believe that, because I do need to be uploading a lot more and more consistently. I think it's about that time. Best believe that. And we are out of here. The Histori of the Tottenham, Top Spurs, Toilet Bowl, Chicken on a Ball Basket FC, the complete and utter dog shit football club, En La Basura. Get in the bin, bruv.